Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dating and Development. If you know who I am, you know who I am. If you don't know who I am, now you know. Article analysis to start our week off. And of course, it's part 2 to what it's like to date Irish women. So I'm going to call this Dating Irish Women 2 Electric Boogaloo or Electric Dataloo, whatever works, but I'll go for Electric Boogaloo. So, getting started, let's not beat around the bush a bit more. This is coming from a website called tendermeats.com. I'll put the link in the description below, so in case you feel like having more of a read, by all means necessary, go ahead. So anyways, looking for a girlfriend, Irish women dating. We have a picture here of the generic redhead Irish girl. Is she Irish? I don't even know. She doesn't look Irish to me. Anyways, have you been considering dating Irish single ladies from Ireland? It's like I'm giving you all a promotion proposition. If so, this guide is for you. In this article, we will tell you how to prepare for the first date with an Irish woman, how to attract one, why they are so popular, where to meet them, which website to use, and so on. We'll also let you know great reasons for dating Irish women and give you a few spectacular date ideas. Why not get started right away? Okay guys, this is how you do it. So what to do on a first date with an Irish woman. Once you've secured a date with an Irish woman, you need to approach it in the right way. Avoid playing with your phone and maintain lots of eye contact to show that you are interested in what she has to say. That goes for all days. It's not just Irish women, it's women in general. You don't go on your phone when they're on the date. That's one way to act rude and disinterested, and at least not to mention a lack of eye contact shows you have no confidence. That's a generality, not just with Irish women, typically with all women you will go on a date with. The Irish are known for their love of language. Not necessarily, no. I've never come across many Irish people who are in love with the language or have a love for language. They're not really eloquent with what they say, so to speak. You should hear some parts of Ireland. It's pretty rough, especially down in County Cork, for anyone who's listening to this outside of Ireland. So like, well, bye, what's the crack, like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Bye, jeez, like, over and bet you, like. That's how they talk. Now, lucky for me, I'm not from Cork, but living in Dublin for the last good while, my accent is a bit more neutral in terms of where I'm from in Ireland. Carrying on, so it's a good move to try and be a little playful and poetic with your words. Not necessarily, it's not going to be like, it's fine to be well spoken, but this is kind of going for everything. Yeah, it's not like she asks you, so what do you like to do? I like running, I like trains, I like going for a walk on the beach, I like what was I seen a New Girl where Schmidt's on that date with the Russian woman's like a Mick Mouse. What's Mick Mouse? You look like Mick Mouse. Mickey Mouse? Anyways, carrying on before I get lost myself. If you don't already know lots about Irish culture, it's wise to read up on it in advance of the big date. It's not like what are your views on the Irish Rebellion of 1897, I want to say, or 17, whatever it was. What was that? Quoting from Eric Andre when he asked Scary Spice, like, do you think Margaret Thatcher had girl power? Of course. So do you think Margaret Power effectively used girl power to illegally funnel money to paramilitary death squads in Northern Ireland? You're not going to ask a woman that on a date, realistically. I'm glad I got that quote right. Right, there goes my R's again. When it comes to, dating Irish women, I've never ever used like knowing Irish culture to my perspective. Now obviously this is kind of looking at a foreign perspective of someone who is coming like an American or something to date. But if that's the case, I don't like bring up culture. It's not like what's your favorite tea. Like, it's the usual questions that will elicit good emotions in them, because if they feel good around you, then it's going to be better for you in the long run. They're going to associate good times with you. So it's in general, like, what's your favorite childhood memory, if you had one? Like, what's your favorite movie? Things you can create more conversation from, so to speak. Like, going into Irish culture, not necessarily like, it's like, oh, what's your opinion on the rate of drinking too much dirty beer, dirty juice in Ireland, or the devil's juice? That's common sense not to do that kind of thing. Irish girls are also noted for their love of humour. Not all of them, no, not usually. I've come across plenty of Irish ladies, and like, yeah, the humour is there, but a good chunk of the time it's very very rare for a lot of humour and crack. They're a lot more quiet, I find. Obviously there are girls, you know, up for like having a good laugh and everything else, but besides that, a good chunk of them tend to be reserved. Now, I'm not saying all of them, but a good chunk. Percentage wise, I don't know. So it's good to keep things lighthearted rather than bringing up serious, heavy topics into the conversation. Of course, that's naturally for everything you do on dates. You don't bring up heavy topics. Lighthearted. Keep it light, have fun, hook up, and have a good time. Hang out, hook up, have a good time. Keep it Corey Wayne style, easy as. And then bring up a good point here. Asking questions is a great way to show an Irish girl that you're interested in her. It's a great way to show anyone, man or woman, that you're interested in them. Because as humans, we love to talk about ourselves. Really do. Someone asks us a question about something we like, we'll reel off information and why we like that so much, you know? So that kind of goes for everything. But also, if she's doing the majority of the talking, it shows you're a mystery, because you're not going to be talking as much. It's the 80-20 rule. So 80% she talks, you talk 20% of the time. Now, it's not that you're a robot and reply like, I think you are pretty cool. Not that kind of thing. You know, you talk, but not as much. Keep the mystery there. Dare. That's another Irish thing. Dare. Don't pronounce their THs. There. It's there. Keeps her interest. Keeps her interest. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Where were we now? You can ask her about her way of life, what she likes to do with her spare time, what her favorite movies are, and so on. Positive emotions. Elicit positive emotions. Easy as. Ka-chow. Topics like politics and religion should be avoided on your first date. Naturally, it should be. You can always discuss these later if things go well and you secure subsequent dates. It is very important to keep things light and fun at the start of a potential new relationship. Yeah, of course. 100% agree with that. You gotta keep it light. You gotta keep it fun. Keep pushing on too much, and you want, you're going really heavy into topics. She's not going to like that. No one does. And least not to mention, do not ask for a second date whilst on your first date. If she asks, perfectly fine, set one, but you do not ask her. Comes across as needy, and that you don't have many options, which women do not like. Women want to know you have options. They do, but they don't want you to put those options you have in their face. They can tell from your confidence and how you act. Carrying on. Why are Irish women so popular? Women from Ireland are popular for all sorts of reasons. These include their mysterious yet down-to-earth nature. Not very mysterious. Not at all. They're more quiet than anything else. And they play hard to get. A lot of them play hard to get. No, the challenge there is good. But then again, their sense of loyalty, questionable. The value they place on family and the generosity. Now, the value on family and generosity, big thing. Irish women can be quite generous, but then again, as in my first video, coming to dating with what Irish women are like to date, that a lot of them can be quite, mean, so to speak. If they don't like the way you look, they'll laugh at your face. In the group of their friends, they'll laugh at your face. Go, haha, get away from me. They say the state of you, and that means like, you look really bad, or the hack of you. But there are some Irish terms for you now. But they'll say it. They'll make it well known. They won't be friendly about it. Like, I've heard stories of girls from like Germany and everything else, and they're like, they won't be interested in a guy, but they're quite nice. To whom they'll be friendly and polite. But Irishmen, a whole different ballgame. They don't like the way you look. You try and approach them, they'll make it well known. Some of them will say, oh, I have a boyfriend, Other than that, they can be quite mean. Men from around the world want to date Irish women because of their friendliness, sense of fun, great conversation, and love of partying. If you are someone listening to this in another country, and you end up coming to Ireland when all this beer bug is over, the beer bug fear is all over, and things can get back to normal to an extent where like nightclubs and that are open again, you should see Dublin on a Saturday night in the early hours of the morning. Holy moly. And like, you should see some of the girls as well, and guys too. But like, if this is going from a perspective, we can see what from that made no sense. Going from a perspective and seeing what a woman is like, it's not very nice to see, because they're falling over from drinking too much. There's getting into fights, there's crying, they're crying over boys. Oh, it can be an absolute mess. They just can be very rude as well. That was in my experience. If you guys have experienced anything like that, whatever country you're from, leave in the comments. Would love to know. What else was I saying now? Oh yes, Ireland is here we go. Many Irish girls are very humble and tend to act shyly when complimented. No. Some of them don't know how to take compliments. That can go for people too. But they're not very humble these days. With the advent of social media and everything else, come across quite a few girls, Instagrams and everything else, begging for attention. They have the bodies on there, they have the bums showing this, that, and the other, and it's attention, it's a validation, it's the false sense of popularity. Should I say, it's a very false sense of popularity. It really is. Ireland is not as strictly conservative as it was a few decades ago. It's not. It's come on a good bit. While with the meat sleeve, if you catch my drift, having been legalized in the 1980s, and the separation being made legal in the 1990s. Ireland is also home to some of the most stunning, lush scenery in Europe, and plays a host to a vast range of amazing dating destinations, whether you're city bound or heading to rural pastures. Yeah, Ireland has fantastic scenery. If you're ever in Ireland, folks from other countries, visit the southwest of Ireland, where you have County Kerry and Cork and Clare. Stunning scenery, absolutely beautiful. You got Lahinch, you've got the cliffs of Moher, me, and you got loads of places that are quite nice. And Dingle, the Ring of Kerry, the Wide Atlantic Way. Do it. It's absolutely brilliant. Anyways, I'm going to wrap this up soon because I need to get some stuff done. What is the role of gender in Ireland? Some women are more traditionally minded than others in Ireland, and I said that in my last video. Traditionalism still plays a big role, but it's kind of competing with feminism at the moment. The girl power movement is competing with that. While there are a lot of girls who are becoming more liberal, it's the tradition still holding them back, because considering Ireland is quite a small country in comparison to a lot of other European countries, even America, and that are quite small, is that everyone kind of seems to know everyone, definitely in rural areas. So that has kind of big play, because if someone finds out like that's the town's bicycle, then everyone will know. One person will know, everyone will know, and stories and rumors will break out. While some Irish women stay at home whilst their partners go out to work, more and more ladies from Ireland are pursuing high-flying careers. Yeah, but we got the girl power movement to thank for that. A 2013 report said Ireland was slightly above the average when it came to the two, male and females, being in their equal status in the European Union. Irish women are the joint most fertile in Europe, alongside les femmes françaises. Oh, oui, oui. I hope I got that right. Les femmes françaises? Yeah, that's right. Women in Ireland still receive less pay than their male counterparts, while many females working in sectors like health and education. I know that gap is covered on a broad basis across all occupations. Like, for example, I have friends who are in education, So say a male and a female became a teacher in 2020 or 2019, they still get the same pay. They're on the same scale. It's equal there, but it's over the broad aspects. It's over all careers. And least not to mention that, you know, women go on maternity leave and everything else and not receive as much pay, but because they're not working. It's how it goes. If you want to send me flack for that, please email me at idon'tcare@gmail.com. Ooh, that was so bad. It's also said that Irish women are better educated than men in Ireland on average. The reason for that as well is because trade is a massive thing in Ireland. We are inundated with electricians, plumbers, carpenters, the whole shebang. All those trades, all those skills are very prominent in Ireland. Women kind of go into more the health sector and education jobs. Men have the skills, but whilst there are a lot of men going into like the office, well, obviously in the office jobs, but there's a lot more men going into education. That and education would be a highly female dominated profession. Trust me on that one. Here it says where you can meet Irish girls, but it goes into their website and everything else. And one thing I want to touch on is the best date ideas. I'm not going to go through all of this. Ireland is home to a host of romantic places that you can go to with a new partner. These include not only cities in Dublin, like Dublin, but a wealth of cosy rural villages too. Glendalough is an incredibly romantic beauty spot in Wicklow. That's the county bordering Dublin on the south. Whilst the glorious cliffs of Moher, because if I don't trust the website, it's Moher, Cliffs of Moher. They're in Clare. Are perfect for soothing strolls. You've got to pay money to get in for there though. Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland, is noted for its fantastic stone formations and epic coastline, and the Killarney National Park is a home of picturesque Mulcross House. Now, goes into Dublin, you know, with Phoenix Park and bike rides and everything else. Now, you're better off going to the bars for a date in Dublin. No coffee dates, perfectly fine, but go to a well-known bar that's not too busy, or somewhere you know. If you want date ideas in Dublin, hit me up at datinganddevelopment@gmail.com. I can give you a bunch of good ideas if you're living in Dublin for date ideas. But it goes into here like going to go to museums and that. Leave that. You want to go on evening dates, not lunch dates or dates to a museum and that. If you have mutual interest, okay, fair enough. On subsequent dates, maybe, but on first dates, it's getting to know each other. Like, and I'd rather be in a relaxed setting, having a drink, unwinding from the week when I'm only free from 2 days in the weekend. I'd rather have that, if that makes sense. If you, even you, whoever is listening to this, if you have a free weekend, you know, only Friday and Saturday, and you want to study to yourself, you only have those 2 days, what do you want to do? Look at a museum, pictures, or just unwind and have a drink or two and talk to someone and getting to know someone, you know? In the evening, they would want to unwind as well. It only makes more sense to do that. So, there's a bit there about dating Irish girls. This has been Irish Girls 2, Electric Boogaloo. Hope you enjoyed the content I presented here. And remember, dating Irish women is the exact same as dating anyone else. Obviously, there's going to be, you know, their traditionalism and everything else. But keep the same things. Because once you understand women, things become quite predictable. You can already set your watch to it. I know I can, even though I don't wear a watch. Only at times. But I digress. What they speak here is generalities for people in general. It can be applied to Irish women, it can be applied to women from the UK, it can be applied to women in America, applied to women in the Croatia. It's very nice. But yeah. Hope you liked this video, hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe and share. Please tell your friends. Find me on Anchor and Spotify at Dating and Development. And I hope we all have a lovely evening. Take care, God bless, and stay safe and look after each other. God bless.